What's good, people? Good morning, good afternoon to everyone around the world. Okay, today is a weekly revision of this week and what happened. Just to give you guys the results for what happened this week, and clearly see that I was actually in profit for $50. Well, you can't clearly see, but I'm in profit for $50 for this week, and I'm just going to revise what I could have done better because halfway during the week I was up like 300. So let's just get to that real quick. I'm just going to respond to one of my friends, or one of my partners, business partners, friends. Uh, all right, just going to do something real quick, guys. Just going to do something real quick, guys. Cool. Give me 1 second, man. All right, whatever. Fuck it. I'm trying to find like a do rag or anything like that, but I cannot find my do rag. Oh, I know what I have actually. I have one of these things which I put on the floor. What's up, Pete? Who's ever in the chat, say hello. Say something. So show some appreciation. Before we get this live, I'm just gonna put this on. I'm just gonna send my friend something real quick. Yeah, it's a, what do you call it? It's a mask, like a driving mask for doing go-karting, but I use it as a skull cap. Now I'm trying to use the, oh shit, bro, I fucked this up. Hold on. Boom, boom. Bring it here. Push down. Bring down. Dundle. I really don't know how this is looking. I'm not gonna lie to you all. So we're just gonna, hold on. Let me just quickly use my mind. Boom. Whatever. Just to keep my hair still, not looking too crazy. Anyway, to this. Actually, before we get to this, I just need to quickly send my business partner. G'day, mate. My partner in crime was legal. Just a video. You guys can't see what I'm doing because I'm purposely not showing you all, but I'll actually bring up the chart. I say that, but I'm actually just about to finish finding this anyway. Sorry, yo, I'm trying to find this. Oh, yo, what's up, peeps? Yo, chatting below. Tell me your names. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how your trading is going specifically, because this is a trading break even analysis. But right now, I'm just quickly doing something which is sending my friend, my brother in Christ, some things that he needs. I'm pretty sure this is the right thing. Anyway, let's get to it. Yo, there's 3 people in chat. Hit that like button. If you're not going to do nothing, just hit that like button. It's nothing. It's literally 2 clicks. 2 clicks away. You save your boy, some time, some things. Pop out dashboard. Just want to see how this is going. Just double checking. Okay. Now let's get to it. We are at a bit of a late start right now, but does it matter? No. We're going to go for, no, we're going to go with entire screen. I don't know if it's a good thing, but right now we're going to go with entire screen. So first, we're going to check out the start. We'll go Monday to Friday. So this is what I usually do, guys. So at the start of the day, at the start of the week for trading, I check if there's going to be news or not, because there being news or not is very important for me deciding to take a trade in certain areas or not. Okay, since there's no market, nothing that's happened on GBP USD on Monday, I did not take a trade here. As for Euro USD, I probably took a trade on Monday, which it looks like I did right here. So this trade here, guys, was, I think, a simple L. To keep it real simple, it's just a simple L. The reason why I say this is that if we go to the 30-minute time frame, right? This is how I do it, guys. If you guys don't know my strategy, it's deviation plus monthly open price plus liquidity and plus timing, kind of in a nutshell. So if those things line up really well, then I kind of think it's going to go really well. It's also like multiple retests on the daily open, which I did talk about open prices, but it's a little bit more in depth, but not too difficult to understand. Anyway, anyone in chat right now, hit that like button and tell me how your trading week has gone. I'm interested. Anyway, coming to this, guys. So it's Monday, right? Monday, Euro USD. I took this buy, but first, let's just check if there's going to be news or not for today. How do I tell if there's news or not? If there's red news. We're looking for specifically high impact news. The reason why we're looking for high impact news is because that's what's going to bring volume to the market throughout London. If there's news in New York, or even if there's news in London. Okay, I need to explain this really well. If there's news in London, then after the news in London, the volume usually starts to decline, but you can usually take trades in areas which don't really require timing and less extra steps due to the fact that there's more volume from having high impact news. As for there's news in New York and I'm taking a trade in London, which is usually the case, there's a lot more volume, and from there being a lot more volume, timing doesn't really matter, but it does. Make that make sense. Anyway, understanding this, let's check out Monday. Monday, USD, you can clearly see there is no Euro USD red folders until Wednesday, which is right here. BOE, I don't even know what BOE means. Government Bailey speak. So I'm guessing this is the government of, I don't know, Great Britain. At 8 p.m. he moves the markets. So off that, we're going to know that on Wednesday, GBP price is going to have a bit more volume. Remember that. Let's get to Monday. Since we know that Monday, not too much volume, we can really expect price to kind of be flexible. So this is how I marked out my marks from taking buys. So first, I placed all the liquidity lines for on the 30-minute time frame, which are worth placing, you can say. And we deviate 20%. Remember, we're mixing it with deviation, liquidity, open prices, and timing. So since it's 20%, we usually go from 0.2%. Past 0.2%, that's what we kind of look for trades. We'll look for buys in this case because price is pushing down. Usually what people would do, they would follow the trend. So if price up here is pushing down, would follow the trend for taking a sell, usually, right? The base traders, and the base traders are usually the people who fail. That's why I think, right? As for this strategy, if price deviates more than 0.2% with good timing and good, it requires the respectable confluences, I'll be taking a buy. So I'm looking for a buy right now since price deviated from the daily open. That's what really judges if I take a buy or a sell when price deviates from the daily open. So off price deviating from the daily open here, and the reason why I actually took a buy here was probably because of other factors, which I'll just have to quickly find out. So here, massive sharp move down. I could expect price to either be following this range box that I put at the very start of the month, or I created a new range box, which was from this bottom part to this top part, which you would call a retracement. So off this retracement, I was waiting for a buy here. For what reason? Because price deviated further enough. That's number one. 2, what else should I be looking for the reason why I took a buy here? Because it's a good time. Let's check the timing now. These two things are the, hold on, not these two things. These two range boxes are the potential range boxes. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm just going to quickly double check if I can make any extra range boxes, which kind of seem better for this scenario. It can also be a small one, right? We can easily make a smaller box. It doesn't matter because we're looking for buys. But we can have like a range box like that. Of having a range box like this, we're looking for buys because price broke down. Yeah, price broke down. That's why we're looking for buys. This price break up 0.2% plus a whole lot of other factors, we'll be looking for sells. In this case, we're looking for buys. Let's check right here. Right now, at this area right now, it is 6:10 p.m. Usually, good timing is at 6 p.m. Since price is at 6:10 p.m. and it's in a good area because it's deviated 0.4% probably, which we can double check. From the daily open, we can clearly see that price is deviated 0.42%. Of knowing that, we can say, okay, let's tick the box for time, not timing, deviation. It also ticks the box for timing, not perfect timing, which is better, but it's good timing because it's not at like 7:30. It's at 6, and I'm looking for trades at 6. So anywhere really around 6, you kind of just gotta make it a part of the good timing. So it's tick the timing, the market cycles. We can also add that in, the liquidity and the deviation. So we have enough confluences for us to take a buy. And that's why I took a buy today. Took a buy at this time. Price was kind of ranging here. And I was just like, you know what? Price did give me a good option. We can also go even further deeper into this and understand that this mini range box price made. Price did grab the bottom of it. We could also say that this shouldn't really qualify because it's a mini range box. It's not really a massive one. It's very small. It doesn't really involve too much movement, such as you can call this range box right here, which I'll click. Sorry. This range box, because price moved more and it had more space. As for this one, it was very tight, but the bottom of this mini range box first, as you can clearly see right here. And off it, price at 6:25. I was like, you know what? The timing is a bit further away. It is getting closer to 7, which 7 isn't a bad timing too. But 6:30 is kind of in the middle. It's all right. And usually when it's all right with no high impact news, I have to wait for extra confluences. As for price making a range and grabbing the bottom of liquidity, kind of supports my buy. So for this, I assumed that this little range it made on the 5-minute time frame while grabbing the bottom of it was justified for me to take a buy. Would I regret taking this trade? No. What could I have done better here? Nothing. I would honestly say nothing. These are one of the normal content trading. It could also be that I shouldn't justify this mini range box as being a range box. I'm probably going to try it out 2 more times just to see if this is either me taking a big L on assuming this is like a range box and price grabbing the bottom of the liquidity. All right. Bottom of the liquidity, which I'll quickly highlight just again. It's probably something like this, yeah. Bottom of liquidity, which I'll quickly highlight. Or price is just ranging here, and this little tap at the bottom means nothing because price hasn't really moved. So going off that, I took a buy here because price actually started breaking up and made a higher high on the 5-minute candles. Not really a higher high, but it broke past the previous 5-minute candle. And off that, that's one of my compliments. Not for a buy, but for entry. To this, the reason why I put my stop loss down here is because I went from the black line and I was like, okay, I have 9.5 pips as stop loss, but since there's a black line here, which price could be attracted to, which is really close to it, I'm going to add 4.5 pips because usually around 4.5 pips is enough space to know whether price is going to push up or hit my stop loss. In this case, price hit my stop loss. So I'm just going to quickly add 5, then I'm going to quickly add 4. So that's 14 pips right here. So off this, I was like, okay, if price hits my stop loss here, it's probably not going to push up. So I was like, okay, since that's the case, I'm gonna leave it at this. I took an L here and I left the C. I'm just like, okay, cool, classic L. As for GBP USD set up a beautiful buy, and I'm pretty sure I was looking at this one here. I don't know if I took a buy. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But I was looking at this trade here. If I quickly just mark up the small spots, let's mark up these small 5-minute liquidities. Price literally grabbed the 30-minute liquidities. Price literally grabbed the 30-minute liquidity right here before making it all the way back to the daily open. Exactly. And that's what you would call a beautiful trade. The only reason why I didn't take a buy here is purely because of the timing. Yes, it looks like price was here at 7 p.m., but if we actually go deeper into this, we can clearly see that price pushed off at this area at 7:20. Started coming back up at 7:20. Of knowing price is coming back up at 7:20, like I said, guys, 7:30 timing is trash, especially when there's no news, right? If it was news, I would have probably taken this buy. If there was no news, which was the case, I did not take this buy, and this is what I missed out on. The lessons I can probably learn from this trade is maybe look at the better setup between Euro USD and GBP USD. As for GBP, you can clearly see the monthly open price has not been touched and has been deviated further away. As for Euro USD, the monthly open price and the daily open price are very close together, and they're probably touching all the time. So, knowing this, I'm just like, okay, cool. Coming to Tuesday, which I can't really explain too much, guys, because I'm not really time. I got to sleep. I'm just going to quickly fast forward this. Coming to Tuesday was an absolutely beautiful sell just here. The reason why I took a sell just same thing. I laid out all the 30 lines where price could be taking, and I was like, okay, so price could be aiming for these few things. So not only did I just have one area to take a sell from, I actually had 3 areas. And with my new risk management here, I didn't just risk my normal amount here for the day. I split it into 3 because those 3 areas price could have pushed down from. One was here, another one was here, and another one was here. Pretty sure these are the 3 areas which I was looking out for. Let's quickly check the deviation. 30, 40, practically this is how it was looking. It could have been something like this. Also, this sell box here was also encompassing this top one here, and I had an extra sell up here, which was still divided into 3. Just a second. I didn't want to respect this. Look at the timing, guys. Remember, the timing matters. As for this case, this would also fool me probably 6 months ago. This would fool me. The reason why it would fool me because I used to be damn near a perfectionist. I would really try to wait for the perfect timing trades. When price pushes at 6 p.m., I take a sell. In this case, price pushed 5 or 10 minutes before 6 p.m., which we'll quickly check. Yeah, right here. 50, 55. Right here, I would be expecting price to be 6 p.m., but it's 5:55 p.m. So off that, I'm like, okay, I just have to deal with it and understand that price isn't perfect. So even though price pushes down from 5:55 p.m., you can count it as good time because it's close to it. So from this, guys, the reason why I took a sell here was simply because price deviated 0.28%, which is more than 0.2. So it adds as a confluence. Price also grabbed a liquidity previously, which it previously made like probably 3 hours ago or 2. So that's another confluence. Another confluence on top of that is also the weekly open price, which is the purple line. Remember, your open price, you can see that if this was like a black line, it could have been stronger. As for actually the recent weekly open price, we're like, okay, took a sell here, beautifully drained down. The reason why I held this down purely because when price got to this area, you usually know potentially if price is going to break through or not when price actually gets to the daily open. As in this case, price got to the daily open literally before at 7:40 p.m., which is early. So from price being early getting to the daily open, I can know that price is probably going to break down. From me knowing that, I understood that I should put my stop loss somewhere around here. So just like above this or probably above here. One of these 2 areas. Of knowing that, I put my trailing stop loss here, so at least I'll get a bit of money, or I put it at break even. So I don't want to lose any. I either want to get some profit, or yeah, one of those 2.
So off that, I did that. Price continued to drain, so I continued to hold all the way until 10:30 because I think that's when I went to bed. No, I actually didn't. I went to bed somewhere at like sorry, 10 is here. So I went to bed somewhere here at 10:30. You can clearly see price did drain a little bit further, which is okay, but we got damn near most of the move. So that's what GBP. This is what set me up for the week beautifully. Well, like with almost $300 profit USD on Wednesday. The reason why I took a sell here was purely because we can go to the price, open price, sorry, 30-minute time frame. You can see the same thing, same instance of what price is doing right now. We just put the lines here. We could look for the timing. We look for the deviation, and we also look for something else. I forgot, guys. But the setup is what I was looking for on Wednesday. Hold on, let me quickly remove these because these are like the forecast sort of trades. If price decides to break through, this is where I'll be taking a sell/buy from. So let's go back to here. So you can clearly see the reason why I took a sell here was purely because one, the timing. I actually started taking trades at 5 p.m. this week. I actually started just including it now, taking trades at 5 p.m. And from taking a trade at 5 p.m. here, I'm pretty sure I actually added an extra position. Yep, it was down here. The reason why I took a sell from here is because price did deviate 0.919 or 0.2. Yeah, 0.2% for this day. And there's another setup where price deviates 0.2% before the good timing. And when price comes back in to grab the previous liquidity it just made, it's coming into the timing as well for price to continue pushing down. In this case, price did push down, but only temporarily and not to the area which I would like it to. And from that, I understood that, okay, add this to break even. As for this one here, I was actually working out, so I couldn't actually bring this to break even when price gave me the time to or gave me the chance to. So from this, I lost probably half of the risk from the second trade. And as for the first trade, it was break even. So this trade was kind of like a break-even day. It should have been a break-even day. Ended up being a little loss. That could have saved me money for the week. This trade, I didn't take the trade. I actually took a trade in Euro USD, which was on Thursday. So let's check out Euro USD on Thursday. Yeah, this is a trade I took in Euro USD Thursday. I honestly think this was a good. Oh, hold on here. Yeah, this trade was good. This trade was all right. It's not too bad. The reason why this trade wasn't too bad is because I'm pretty sure I took a buy here. So I took a buy here, guys. First of all, I had my stop loss, like I said, 4.5 pips away from the monthly open price. Sometimes it was a little bit more, like 5 pips. And the reason why I added another position here because price was in a good area, price was in drawdown, and it's a good time for me to add on another position for my strategy. So I did. So for that, you can clearly see throughout the day, I was actually aiming for price to aim for the monthly open price, as you can clearly see for both of them. But when I woke up at 4 p.m. That's not 4 p.m., 4 a.m., it was coming closer to the end of New York. Since it's coming close to the end of New York and price hasn't broken the daily open, the areas where I should have taken out from when I actually revised this was here. So I could have kept it at the daily open, but I wasn't actually awake for this. So that's why also being awake for New York matters. But in this case, when this happened, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to keep my stop loss, not my stop loss, my take profit here just because price has given me, the V exit strategy and price gives me that extra chance to take out at the daily open. I'll take that chance. As for this trade, I actually had a break-even trade for the first one due to the fact that when price was kind of doing this little thing here just before it pushed up, it enabled me to bring my stop loss to break even and price quickly grabbed it before pushing up. As for the second trade, price didn't touch the break even. So I was allowed to kind of have a free trade for today with some pretty good profits. And if I was to hold this, you can clearly see price would have pushed up a bit further. Coming to Thursday, you can clearly see on Euro USD. Hold on. Also, forgot to say, Wednesday was the day where there's news. Since the day there was news, you can clearly see at 9 p.m., which is still 9 p.m., which is still good timing. So regardless of if it was news or not, I would have still taken this buy. As for this trade here, regardless of if it was news or not, I would still have taken this buy. And you can kind of see what price is doing right now. So price created a range, grabbed the bottom of it. Price came back up again, gave me a little bit of a move, came back down because potentially yesterday didn't grab the previous liquidity here, and so I wanted to complete the job. And from here, I think price may be pushing up to the top side for the weekly forecast. I don't really forecast, guys, but let's just say that. Coming to Thursday, this is what happened, guys. I'm pretty sure I took 2 L's here, maybe. Did I take 3 L's? God damn. So from this, guys, I took a buy here. The reason why I took a buy here was because timing was all right. I've also started to realize that taking trades at 5 p.m. don't actually do me any benefit. They should be, but they don't. So 5 p.m. is actually the perfect time to take trades because that's when London Open opens, but I usually trade at 6 p.m. So from this, guys, took a buy here. As you can see, price did initially push up a little bit, then started coming back down. From price coming back down, and grab the liquidity below. And this you can also call a 5-minute mini range. And from this being a 5-minute mini range / 30-minute range, I took another buy because it was at the bottom of the range. I did take a buy a little bit later, and that's why I have a bigger stop loss. And yeah, that's why I took an extra added position because it was meant to be here, right? I don't really regret this because I think this was a justified area to take a buy. It could have been perfect with better timing, but sometimes timing isn't perfect. So these 2 trades took an L. It's all right because remember I split my risk up due to the fact that there was multiple areas for price to take a buy from. So when price came down here, I was like, perfect time to take a buy. Price still decided to drill back down, so I took 3 L's today, which is okay because my first W on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure, GBP USD kind of saved me for the whole week. Coming to Friday, I don't know if I took a sell here on Friday or if I did anything on Euro USD. Let's quickly check. I'm starting to think that this was a forward test, guys. This was a forward test. I actually took a trade on Euro USD. I've encountered this trade before, guys, and last time I took this trade, price messed me up, and that's why I didn't take a sell here. As you can see, price fucked me up here if I was to take this trade. This was more of a forward test due to the fact that I literally took a trade very similar to this during the week, and it turns out that this trade isn't the best in mind if you have another option to choose from, which is in a better area. So let's go to Euro USD on Friday, and you can clearly see what happened here. So here, I took a buy here. Price came back down in the drawdown, halfway down. Price was in another good area with the timing being kind of trash, keeping it real with you. Let's quickly check also if there's good news or not. So on Friday, there was 4 p.m. GBP USD news. So since there was 4 p.m. GBP USD news, there's going to be volume probably just before the start of London, like here. But since, that was before London and not actually during New York for the high impact news, I think volume kind of started to fade away a little bit. Not too much, as you can see, but it didn't necessarily align because it was before my trade, not after. Choose between the first trade or the second trade to break even. I should choose the first trade to be brought to break even. Not area to make more. The reason why I actually switched it instead of having this one at break even, I have this one at break even, is because I consider this trade to be an added on position, which is actually false. It's the same lot. I use the same lot size to take this buy. So regardless of which one I turned off, it was going to make the same amount if price moved the same way, but I had a better position for my second trade, so it would have been more money if this was to be in my favor, and one of them would have been hit for break even, which it did hit. It should have been this one being kept alive longer because it's in a better position and harder to hit break even. Understanding that, guys, that's why I decided to learn my lesson from this trade, which is simply to choose the one closer to price to bring to break even if price is close to break even. What does that mean? The only reason why I bring my stop losses to break even if price enables me to, right? From that being the case is I measure from the top, the start of the day, all the way to the bottom of the day, or during the time which I'm at right now, and you can clearly see where I would have brought my break even. Like this middle line here is where I'm waiting for much, so I bring my my stop loss to break even. Don't ask me why I do that, because that's what my mentor kind of taught me. From this, price didn't even make it to the blue line, and off this, I assumed that price was close enough, so I put one of them on break even and one of them on letting it run to either the daily open or more, right? Because I'm pretty sure we're also at the bottom of the range if I was to mark out a 30-minute range. So it was a pretty good area, and price kept on grabbing liquidity. Since price does this sort of move, grab liquidity, grab liquidity, grab liquidity, and then further grab liquidity. Usually what happens here is price pushes the other way in my favor. In this case, it did not happen. So these two trades, no, one trade was a break even, another trade was an L. Since I took that massive win at the start of the week, I was still in profit. So coming to this trade here, I decided to take a buy here just because, for the love of it, for the game. But I should probably realize that if price decides to break down one way and kind of make my first two trades invaluable and kind of look like price wants to push one way, I probably should let it push one way instead of taking this buy. I kind of knew price was pushing down, but you never really know because it's trading. So from this, I still took this buy because it's part of my strategy. Turns out price just messed me up. It is what it is. And I'm pretty sure that's how I came from 300 profit or 200 profit for this week to break even. Yo, I have 5 people in the chat right now. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. And also say hello because I'm about to go to sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. But anyway, from that, guys, I just wanted to show you guys the reason why I went from $200 in profit to break even on a 25K account. Was purely because I made a couple of mistakes which could have been better. Another reason is also because I could have chosen better setups to take, which one of them that I did choose was not a better setup. I appreciate that extra like. Y'all people hit that extra like button. Hit that like button. And if y'all enjoy this content, hit that subscribe because I'm not going to stop till I get to the top. By the way, I'm very tired. I've really been managing my sleeping time so poorly, it's not even funny. But, yeah, that's really for the week. I've kind of explained it. If you guys missed out on it and joined a bit late, just go back and you guys will see what I did, what I could have done, and the other trade went well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to stop it here. My eyes are kind of dying on me. And if you guys are interested, which yeah, you guys haven't said this, but if you guys are interested in if I prefer taking trades when there's, well, my eyes are red as fuck. If I prefer taking trades when there's news as there not being news, I actually prefer taking trades when there is news. You guys can clearly see that I don't even make sense because I'm actually really tired. And my eyes are getting pinkish red because I'm tired. So if you guys like this video, hit that like and subscribe because I'm not going to stop till I get to the top. And I'll catch you all there.